Good morning, students. Now we are going to see birth control methods. So last class we see that what are the problems in our population growth. What are the problems of population growth in our India? Okay. That only way to control population related and also to improve reproductive health to enforcement of birth control methods. Okay, so birth control method, it is important for to reduce the population growth in our India and also to reach the success of to build a reproductively healthy society. So we are follow birth control methods. In birth control methods, many contraceptives are used. So what is contraceptives? So contraceptives to prevent contact of sperm and ovum to avoid pregnancy, to prevent the contact of sperm and ovum. For this process, we can avoid the unwanted pregnancies. So the contraceptives are used to prevent the contact of sperm and ovum. For this process, we can prevent unwanted pregnancy to control the population growth. And what are the contraceptives are available in our India? So we are going to see about what are the contraceptives are available and how it are all function. Okay. Now, and so when we are using a contraceptive, what is the basic qualities are it have? Contraceptive have the basic qualities are ideal contraceptive. I discussed yesterday. What are the characters of ideal contraceptive? First one is user friendly, and second one is easy available, and third one is without side effect, and last one is it cannot disturb or intercourse or sexual activities of the couples. So these are all the characters we must follow when we are prepare the contraceptive, when we are suggest the contraceptive for couples. Okay. And now we are going to see different type of contraceptives in our India. First one is natural method. First one is natural method. What is that? Natural method of contraceptive. In natural method, we are avoiding of contact of the sperm and as well as ovum. In natural method, we have 4 types. Natural method, we have 4 types. First one is rhythm method. Second one is coitus interruptus. Okay. And third one continuous. Okay. Continuous abstinence. Okay. Fourth one is lactational anorrhea. Okay. Anorrhea. So these are all the 4 methods including natural method. Okay. Natural method of contraceptive. The first one is rhythm method. In rhythm method, we must know about menstrual cycle. When we follow the rhythm method for contraceptive, we must know about the menstrual cycle because that ovulation in menstrual cycle, it happened the day of 14 or 14th day. So mostly that ovulation, it happened in the 14th day of menstruation. That ovum can survive nearly 24 hours. 24 hours. Like sperm. Yeah. The sperm after insemination it can live more than a week when it present in our body, but after insemination, after ejaculation, sperm can live nearly 72 hours. Nearly 72 hours. So, and at the time of ovulation, the sperm reaches into fallopian tube. That percentage of conception is so high. So, that avoiding the sex during this time to prevent that rate of conception. How to identify the ovulation? The stage of ovulation in females. During the time of ovulation, the female body temperature will rise up to 1 degree Fahrenheit. So we can identify the ovulation time, the day of ovulation or ovulation time in menstrual cycle. So if we identified and when the body temperature was increased, the ovulation happened, and also it has sperm to avoid the sex during the time. However, we are identified the ovulation and based on the rising temperature, we can avoid the sex between 10 to 17 days. From 10th day to 17th day to avoid the sex, to prevent the pregnancy, to contraceptive methods. So for contraceptive method, to avoid the day of 10 to 17 day in menstrual cycle. So this is rhythm method. Okay. Next, coitless interrupts. So coitless interrupts means it is also one of the natural method. During the sexual activity, the withdrawal of penis before ejaculation. It's called coitless interrupts. During the intercourse, withdrawal of penis before ejaculation of semen. It's called coitless interrupts. Next one, continuous abstinence. Continuous abstinence means the couples are in separate at particular time period. Okay, so how long they want to they are not wish to pregnancy, so they are separate. Okay, so it's called as continuous abstinence. Next one is lactational amenorrhea. So lactational amenorrhea after patuation, in this method, natural method, after patuation, we know that what is called patuation, childbirth. After childbirth, the mother it secrete milk from mammary gland. So for the secretion of milk, that one of the hormone, prolactin secrete more in the pituitary of mother. So mother pituitary, and the level of prolactin is high in the maternal blood or mother blood for the reason of secretion of it. So that period, the menstrual cycle is improper, the ovulation not happen. So that period is called amenorrhea. That period of called amenorrhea. After patuation, the amenorrheal period around 6 months. So during this month, and lactating mother, that blood and mother blood, prolactin hormone level was more because that secretion of milk. The prolactin is responsible for secretion of milk. So the hormone level was so high in mother blood, and during the time that menstrual cycle and ovarian cycles are not function properly, improperly, the menstrual cycle will happen. So the rate of conception is very less in that period. So it is also one of the natural method of contraception. But even though it is unreliable method, this is an unreliable method. Okay. So these are all the natural method. Next, we are going to see barrier. Second, barrier method. So we know that what is the meaning of barrier. So barrier is a thing, it prevents the contact of two things. So now we are going to see barrier method. In barrier method, that anything, it prevents the contact of this. In this method, prevent the contact of sperm and ovum. Prevent the contact of sperm and ovum. So this kind of things. But in barrier method, we are using certain instruments or certain things. It prevent the sperm and ovum, to prevent the contact of sperm and ovum. In the barrier method, we are using condoms. Okay, condoms, cervical caps, okay, and female condoms, okay, diaphragm, okay, and these are all the things we are using barrier method. Okay, in this method, at the thing, it prevents that contact of sperm and ovum to avoid the pregnancy. The first one is condoms. Okay, so condoms, it's made up of rubber or a plastic, latex. It's made up of maybe a latex or plastic or polyurethane. Polyurethane or lambskin. Okay. It was they used it and cover the male copulating organ penis. So for using of these kind of things to avoid the insemination, to avoid the entry of sperm into female reproductive tract. So condoms to prevent the entry of sperm into female reproductive tract, and also these methods to help the transmission of sexually transmitted disease. It also help to prevent, or stop the transmission of sexually transmitted disease like AIDS, right? AIDS. This is condom. So in this method, these products are self-used by the user. It is treated by and it was used by self-user. So it has some privacy. Okay, no need to go that other person or doctors or other person to utilize, to know the utilization of these products. Then second one is cervical caps. So cervical cap, it will look like a cap-like structure. It will fix it into cervical region. So when it fixes it, that sperm cannot reach into an ampulla or ambulatory section or fallopian tube. So it called as cervical caps. It's also made up of rubber cap-like structures. It fitted with the elastic metal. Next, female condoms. Female condoms. It also called as FIMS. It also called as a FIM shield. Female condoms, it also called as FIM shield. Okay. It is also have two rings. It also having two rings. One ring is smaller. That present in that at closed end of that instrument or FIM shield. It has two rings. One is big, another one is small. The smaller ring is present in the closed end of the FIM shields. It present in that vagina region, and also it cover the external genitalia. It was present in vagina, and also it cover the external genitalia. female, also called as female condom or windshield. Then diaphragm. Yeah. So diaphragm is here, and we know that, and already diaphragm is one of the muscular region present in that our thoracic cavity. So it is used to separate thoracic cavity into abdominal cavity, like that. So diaphragm is here, a membranous sheath. Is here sheath. It's made up of rubber. Okay, fitted with a and a small elastic metal. It's a rubber sheath. Okay. It also present in that vaginal region. Okay, vaginal region. It prevents that embryosperm into uterus and also fallopian tube. So these are all the things we are used in barrier method. And next we are going to see about chemical method. Okay. So chemical method in this type of contraceptives. Okay. Third one is chemical method. Chemical method of contraceptive. In this method, that components of this method they having spermicide chemicals. Spermicide chemicals. The products of this method, the products of chemical contraceptive method, the products having spermicide chemicals to kill the sperms, to avoid the pregnancy. In this method, it is available in, the products are available in the form of foam. Yeah, the foam paste and jellies, and also foam tablet. Yeah, foam tablet. It is also available in foam type of creams, foam creams. Yeah. Foam creams. For example, there is also available in foam creams, jellies. Yeah, jellies, foam tab. It also called as foam tab, and also foam tablet. Foam tablet foam. So example. Yeah. And also in foam creams, it is available in that form of Delphin. The example is Delphin. Okay, foam creams, jellies, okay, and also foam tablets. So these are all the variety of forms that are available and chemical method of contraceptives. They contain in that chemical method of contraceptives, they contain some of chemicals. For example, lactic acid, boric acid, and also potassium permanganate. Okay, potassium permanganate, zinc sulfate. Okay. So these are all the chemicals. They are used in the chemical components. The components of chemical method of contraceptive: lactic acid, boric acid, potassium permanganate, zinc sulfate. These are all chemicals that are used in chemical method of contraceptive. Okay. And one more thing. Some of the spermicides. Okay, spermicides are called sponge. The example is Today. The brand is Today. The sponge. It is also suppositories. So called suppository. Okay. And suppository, you know that it will be melting kind of product. It also used in that chemical method of contraceptive. The sponge Today means suppository type of a melting kind of product. It also used in chemical method of contraceptive. Okay. And these are all the having a spermicide, and also one of oxynol 9. Okay, we call as oxynol, non-oxynol 9. Non-oxynol 9. Okay, so these are also they are used in chemical method of contraceptives. Sponge is suppository type of, and tablet is a foam tablet. These are non-oxynol nicotine, non-oxynol 9 as a spermicides. Okay, and this is the components we are using in female reproductive tract before sexual intercourse. Before coitus, these compounds are that foam or jellies or foam tablets, and suppository we are using in and female reproductive tract vagina before the sexual activities. Okay, and these as components will kill the sperms and after doing the intercourse. Okay, this is the chemical method of contraceptive. Next, we are going to see about intrauterine devices, IUD. Shortly we call as IUD, intrauterine devices. Fourth one, intrauterine devices. Okay, intrauterine devices. These devices, it was fixed into uterus, the female uterus. These devices it prevent the entry of sperm into uterus for contraception. So for using of these kind of devices to prevent the pregnancy, was fixed in uterus of female to prevent that entry of sperm into uterus. Okay. So the intrauterine devices, it available in many shape. Based on the shape, we are also called as loops, spirals, sheet, ring, bows. So these are all variety of names we are using based on the structure. Based on structure of intrauterine devices, we are using variety names: loops, spirals, sheet, ring, bows, spring, like that. And these intrauterine devices, it made up of maybe a plastic or metal, stainless steel, or both. We are using both plastic and metal. Sometimes certain intrauterine devices made only in plastic, some intrauterine devices made only in metal or elastic stainless steel, and some of the intrauterine devices made with the both plastic and with the stainless steel. Okay, so these are intrauterine devices. It was fixed into uterus to avoid the entry of sperm into female reproductive tract. And also these intrauterine devices is divided into 3 types. Also divided into 3 types. The first one is inert. Okay, inert or non-medicated. Non-medicated type of intrauterine devices. Shortly we write IUD, intrauterine devices. And second type, copper releasing. Copper releasing intrauterine devices. Okay. And third one is hormone releasing. Hormone releasing intrauterine devices. So intrauterine devices are 3 types. It's made up of plastic or metal or both. And based on the structure, we are giving several names: loops, spirals, sheath, ring. And these intrauterine devices are 3 types. First one is inert or non-medicated intrauterine device. Second one is copper releasing intrauterine device. Third one is hormone releasing intrauterine devices. So when we are going to see one by one. The first one is inert or non-medicated intrauterine devices. Inert or non-medicated. First one, non-medicated intrauterine devices. Non-medicated intrauterine devices. For example of this device, Lippus tube. Lippus tube. Now the example of non-medicated intrauterine device is called Lippus tube. It's made up of rubber and along with the stainless steel. Rubber along with the plastic along with the stainless steel. It's made up of stainless steel. Okay. And the process of these intrauterine devices in the contraception, it create some of that histological changes, some of histological changes in uterine endometrium. Uterine endometrium, okay, to avoid the motility of sperm, and also it causes impairment of sperm movement. Impairment of sperm. Sperm as a name, sperm. So sperm impairment of the vagal corrected. Uterine endometrium, the histological changes stimulated by the non-medicated intrauterine devices and change the endometrium layer, and also to increase the secretion of mucus in that cervix region. By these process, by these three processes, it can avoid the movement of sperm into fallopian tube to avoid the contraception. So in the process of non-medicated intrauterine devices. Next we are going to see copper releasing intrauterine devices. Copper releasing, it also called as copper T. It also called as copper T in short form. So copper is a local anti-sterility, the sterility agent. Copper is one of the local available anti-sterility agent. So this copper was used in the intrauterine devices. In intrauterine devices, it is made up of ionized copper. The intrauterine devices is made up of ionized copper within that. So these ionized copper slowly dissolve. Slowly dissolve in that female reproductive tract at the rate of 50 μg per day. 50 μg per day. This copper in copper releasing intrauterine device, it dissolves. It dissolves 50 mg per day. And this copper, it cause that damage the immobility. The process of copper, it suppress of motility. Motility of sperm. Sperm motility is movement. The movement of sperm is suppressed by the copper, and also it affect ability of fertilization. Ability of fertilization to ovum. So this is the process of copper. So when copper is dissolved in the rate of 50 μg per day, when intercourse, the sperms are affected by copper. The copper, it suppresses the motility of sperm, and also it affects the ability of fertilization to ovum. So for this reason, it avoid the contraception. So it avoid the formation of pregnancy. This is called copper releasing intrauterine devices. In the copper intrauterine devices are designated by giving many names. So based on that, the exposure area of copper, based on the exposure area of copper, it was designated. The copper these are intrauterine devices are designated. For example, CUT 250. So the exposure area must be mentioned by square millimeter. So in this condition, the CUT copper intrauterine devices, copper is intrauterine, the exposed area is 250 square millimeter. CUT 280, CUT 275, multi-load CUT 275, CUT 280, CUT 380, 375, 250 or 200. So these are all the example of copper releasing intrauterine devices. So this designation is based on the exposure area of copper in the devices. The devices, okay, the device stability, the duration, okay, how long it provide the contraception, means the sum based on that, okay, nearly based on the dissolvable ratio of the copper, nearly 3 to 5 years it giving protection for contraception. 3 to 5 years. Normally, a copper will give the protection at the 3 to 5 years. Nowadays, we are creating variety of, for example, CUT 380A. So, it gives nearly 7 to 10 years of protection. 10 years of protection. So, when it become dissolved, it start dissolve, it become slow, and also the standing means standing. It dissolving rate is slowly, continually it dissolves. That size of the copper is slowly decrease, and also it leads to deposition of calcium. Also it leads to deposition of calcium. It becomes standing. So the duration of copper, the average duration 3 to 5 years protection. Some of them they have higher protection duration. So for example, CUT 380A they give nearly 7 to 10 years protection. So this is copper releasing intrauterine devices. Next, and another one intrauterine device is hormone releasing intrauterine devices. Hormone releasing. Third one is hormone releasing intrauterine devices. Hormone releasing. So in these kind of devices, they contain hormone progesterone or estrogen. Progesterone or estrogen in that intrauterine device. They release small amount of hormone in that reproductive tract. We already said the intrauterine devices are fixed into uterus of female reproductive system. So within the uterus, it releases a small amount of progesterone or estrogen. It causes some of endometrial changes. It causes changes into uterine endometrium. Okay. And also it induces the movement of premature zygote. Okay. The premature zygote is moved into uterus. That uterus cannot prepare for implantation, so the easily it was terminated. Okay. So these are all done by these hormone releasing intrauterine devices. So intrauterine devices it delay the preparation of implantation in endometrium, so that the fertilized egg cannot implanted into endometrium, and also it secretes more mucus on that cervix region. It also affects the motility of sperm. By the way, it protect the it prevent the contact of sperm and as well as ovum. So these are all the three type of intrauterine devices. First one is non-medicated, for example, and Lippus tube. And second one is copper releasing intrauterine devices, for example, multi-load CUT 380 or 375 or 200 like that. And third one is hormone releasing intrauterine devices. In these two type of intrauterine devices are example. For example, first one is progesterone contained. Yeah, progesterone and estrogen. The first one is Gessert. Okay, LNG. Okay, levonorgestrel. LNG20. Okay, and second one is levonorgestrel progesterone. Progestastat. Yeah. Progestastat. It is another one hormone releasing intrauterine devices. In intrauterine, I have two types. One is progestastat. It is contain progesterone. Okay. And also it contain progesterone. It called as levonorgestrel. Yeah. Levonorgestrel. Or shortly called as LNG20. These two is example of hormone releasing intrauterine devices. Okay. Next, we are going to see about oral contraceptives. Yeah. Fifth one, we are going to see about oral contraceptives. So first one is natural method, second one is barrier, third one is chemical, fourth one is intrauterine devices. Now we are going to fifth method of birth control method. Okay, fifth one, oral contraceptives. Oral contraceptives or oral pills. Oral pills. So in these oral pills or oral contraceptives, it contains two type of hormones. The oral pills or oral contraceptives, it contains two type of hormones to prevent that ovulation and ovulation. These are progestin, progestogen. It also called as progestin. Another one is estrogen. Okay. Also, the two type of hormone combination. The oral concept is mostly it contain of progestogen. And a synthetic one is called progestin. Progestin. Okay. And another one is synthetic hormone is estrogen. So these hormones are maybe a single or combined form. These oral contraceptive pills or oral pills, they have that each hormone may be a single progesterone separately or estrogen separately, or the pills are having a combined hormones progestin and estrogen. So these hormones it involve in and the process of anovulation. Anovulation. Anovulation means the ovulation may be delayed or stopped. So ovulation cannot be happen. It also the pregnancy also not happen. When ovum was released into ovary, that ovum entered the fallopian tube. When only the pregnancy, the fertilization will happen. But the ovulation is not happen. Stopped by some of the hormones. The pregnancy also not possible. So this was achieved by the getting of the oral contraceptives. One is progesterone containing oral pill or estrogen containing oral pill or combined pills. These pills are two types. One is combined pills. Combined pills or mini pills. Okay, combined pills or mini pills. So these oral contraceptives, they contain the progesterone and estrogen. It takes regularly. This kind of pills, when the menstrual cycle, the pills are continuously taken to 5th day to 25th day of menstruation. The oral contraceptive pills are taking every day from 5th day to 25th day. Because then only we maintain the hormone level. Then only we maintain the hormone level in our body to protect the conception or contraception. Contraception, we maintain the hormone level. So to maintain the hormone level, we must take regularly these pills from 5th day to 25th day. After that, we get 7 days gap. 7 days gap. Then it continually take the pills. So sometimes we miss a pill. Any one of the day we miss the pill. And when we remember, even we take 2 in a day. 2 at a time. because that the pills are helpful to maintain the hormone level in our body for contraception. If miss any pill in any day, when it become a constant, when it become a no, it also taken at the time of remember. The pills are two at a time. Okay, so this is a oral contraceptive, and it also continuously takes to maintain the hormone level for contraception. These contain progesterone or progestin and also estrogen. These are all synthetic form. Okay. And in this type of oral contraceptive have two types. One is monophasic or polyphasic. Okay, monophasic or polyphasic of contraceptives. One is monophasic. These contraceptives are monophasic. Another one is polyphasic pills. So monophasic pills, the two hormone progesterone. So progestin. So progestin it present in the levonorgestrel. You know that already. Levonorgestrel. Yeah. So levonorgestrel or desogestrel. You know, these two are the alteration form of progestin. Alteration form of progestin. Levonorgestrel or desogestrel. And here the monophasic that we are using levonorgestrel. It's an alternate form of progestin. Progestin is a synthesized form of hormone of progesterone. Synthesized form. It was derived from biologically derived. It was synthetic form of progestin. It available in the form of levonorgestrel or LNG. Or desogestrel. So in monophasic we are using levonorgestrel form of progestin and also estrogen in equal level. So it's called as monophasic. Okay. The pills are from 5th day to 25th day. The all pills are having these two hormones in equal level. But in polyphasic type of pills, contraceptive pills, that estrogen level is constant. Estrogen level is same or constant in all 21 days of pills. Okay, 21 days of course of pills. 21 days of course. Okay, from 5th day to 25th day, 21 course of pills. In all pills having estrogen level was same, but the progestin level was increased from 1st to 21 day. Was increased. Progestin level was increased from 1st day to 21. So these kind of pills are called polyphasic. So monophasic means the both hormones are in equal proportion in all their pills. But in polyphasic, these two hormones are from these two hormones, estrogen level is constant all pills, but progestin level from 1st day to 21st day is slowly increased. Okay, it's called polyphasic. And these two hormones, it helps to anovulation. Estrogen, it against FSH. And progestin, it against LH. So these hormones are gonadotropin, it causes ovulation, but these estrogen and progestin hormone, it function against FSH and LH, it causes anovulation. So due to anovulation, fertilization did not happen. So due to fertilization not happen, pregnancy is also not possible. So these are called oral contraceptive pills. So oral contraceptive pills, and another oral contraceptive pills are two types we already discussed. first one is combined pills. The both hormone is present in that oral contraceptive. Another one is mini pills. Mini pills. In these pills, only progestin hormone only present. Levonorgestrel. Okay, levonorgestrel are only present in mini pills. Okay, not combined. Both hormones are present in the pills. Only progestin or levonorgestrel pills or hormone only present in mini pills. It is also taken in every day in a tablet. Okay, this pills also taken by every day. Okay. Next, one of the contraceptive pills are discovered by our Indian scientists. Okay, one of the contraceptive pills, it was discovered by Indian scientists. The scientists from Central Drug Research Institute, CDRI, Lucknow. From Lucknow, they discovered one of the contraceptive pills, Cyrene. It is a non-steroid compound. It contains non-steroid compounds. It least side effect. It produces very least side effect. It was discovered by Indian scientists. It is also used for water contraceptives. It used once in a week. Once in a week. In first 3 months, you take it twice in a week. Yeah, 2 in a week. First 3 months. Yeah. When taking the cycle, first 3 months, 2 in a week. After 3 months, once in a week, it is enough for contraception. So these are all oral pills. The contraception are using oral pills. Okay. And next, injected contraceptions. The sixth type, the sixth method of contraception is injected contraception. Injected means we are injecting the compound into our body. Injected contraceptives. Injected contraceptives, the contraceptives are contain both the levonorgestrel or progestin and also estrogen. It was injected into our body. Okay. It provides some of long-term contraception compared to the oral pills. So oral pills means that we take regularly the pills. 5th day to 25th day, 21 days we regularly take pills. But injected contraceptives, it takes only once in a time. It provides protection around 2 months or 3 months. So we are using injected contraceptives. In injected contraceptives also, it contains progestin. Yeah, progestin hormone. Okay, injected contraceptives also having the progestin. Okay, progestin and also estrogen. In this type, the progestin is two form of progestin are used in the injected contraceptives. Two forms in singly. Singly means single at a time. Available two forms. Progestin available two forms, but we are using one in at a time. Okay. And these injected contraceptives are, shortly it's called as Depo medroxy. Okay, Depo medroxy and progestin acetate. DMPA. We call as short form is DMPA. Depo medroxy progesterone acetate. Okay. This is one of the injected contraceptive. It provides protection into 3 months. 3 months of protection. The second one is at TP. Okay, sorry, NETEN. Yeah, NETEN. So NETEN means non-ethyl. Non-ethyl progesterone enanthate. Yeah, norethistron, sorry, norethistron, ethistron enanthate. Okay, so NETEN is a second type of injector contraceptive. It's called non-ethistron enanthate. Okay, NETEN, shortly called as NETEN. It gives protection into 2 months. 2 months of contraception protection. Okay, it's called non-ethistron enanthate. The next one is, so next one is also available. It providing 1 month. Okay, cyclogen. And another one is magnesium cyclogen, and also it called as cyclophem mesigna. Cyclophem and mesigna. Mesigna. So it is also one of the another injector contraceptive. It provides the contraception in 1 month. 1 month of contraception. 1 month. 1 month of contraception. So these are all injective contraceptives. So are injected into our body. These are the 2 combinations of progestin and in 2 forms, but it is used on singly, once in at any form. Okay, one time we are using any one of 2 forms. First one is Default medroxyprogesterone acetate. Another one is norethistron enanthate, and also another one form is cyclophem and mesigna. It is used into contraceptive, injector contraceptive. The contraceptive level is nearly 1 month. Okay, and next we are going to see the another one, implants. 7th type of contraceptive method, implants. So implants is one of the device. It was inserted into our body. It provides contraception. Implants. So implants is a next type of contraceptive method. The implants is a device. It's a device. It was inserted into our body, subcutaneous. Inserted into subcutaneous. Subcutaneous into our body. It gives the contraception. It gives the protection of pregnancy. So implants are more duration. It gives protection of long duration. Nearly 5 years or 4 years. It gives nearly 5 years or 3 years. 5 years of protection. Implants. Okay. So implants, for example, it is a device. It provides the 5-year protection against a pregnancy. It was inserted into our body, subcutaneous, below the epidermal layer, skin oda epidermal layer oda chinna oru hole moolama it was inserted into body, maybe a forearm or and around the upper arm, maybe forearm or upper arm. They are inserted in subdermally. Subdermal தோலுக்கு அடியில பெருசா என்ன பண்ணுவோம் இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்ணுவோம். இதுல ரெண்டு வகையா இருக்கு. There are 2 types. Okay, there are 2 types of implants. Okay, one is implant. Implant. Another one is, first one is implant. Another one is norplant. Norplant, implant. So first one is norplant. So norplant is also contain a progestin hormone. It also contain progestin hormone. It have a 6 rod like a capsule. 6 Yeah, Raleigh capsule. It's made up of silicon. It's made up of silicon. Silicon is permeable in nature. Permeable in nature. So North plant, it's containing a producing hormone. It having a 6 capsule-like structure. A capsule, 6 rods, like this one. The capsules, 6 capsules. Okay, these capsules are inserted in the subdermally in skin like a fan shape. Yeah, like a fan shape. Just like that. These 6 capsules are inserted in fan shape in a forearm or upper arm subcutaneously and behind the skin. Okay, so no switches is required. Operational level is simply easily inserted. It provides a protection nearly 5 years. Nearly 5 years of contraception. It protects the unwanted pregnancy in the 5 years. Okay, which made up of silicon is a permeable condition. And second one is implanon. So implanon is a single rod-like structure. Single rod-like structure. It was implanted in a broad needle. It was implanted in a broad needle in our body. It has a 3-keto. Yeah, 3-keto desogestrel. 3-keto desogestrel, which is implanon. Contain 3-keto desogestrel. It gives protection into 3 years. Give protection to 3 years. So the implants will provide a long duration of when the person wants to long duration of contraception. They prefer implants. So implants in one of the non-plant it give 5 years of protection, and another one is implanon. It give 3 years of protection. In implanon it contain 3-keto desogestrel, and the non-plant is also having progesterone, levonorgestrel type. It having 6 capsules. It covered by silicon sheet. It's a permeable nature. It was fixed into subdermally. Okay, subdermally in fan shape. Yeah, fan shape like this. Called implants. Okay, this is another one type of birth control methods. Okay, next we are going to see about emergency contraception. Emergency contraception. 8 one is emergency contraception. In emergency contraception, okay, when the unprotected sexes happens, when the unprotected sexes are happen or missed a pill, okay, unprotected sex if they are fear of pregnancy, when they are fear of pregnancy, we get emergency contraception. When we have unprotected sex or lack of forgetting of getting a pill, and we have a fear of pregnancy after coitus, we get emergency contraception. The solution of the problem is called emergency contraception. So in the emergency contraception, okay, in this method, it also implemented in our family welfare program in our India 2002 to 2003. Family welfare program in our India 2002-2003. The emergency contraceptives are available. The emergency contraceptives are available in the name of morning pills. Morning, also called as morning after pills. Morning after pills. So this is called morning after pills. The emergency contraceptives are available in morning after pills. So when we are having unprotected sex or missing a contraceptive pills, we are fear about the contraception. We are fear about the pregnancy. We are using these kind of pills. to protect the pregnancy, to prevent the pregnancy. Okay, and in our India, the morning after pills are available in mifepristone. Mifepristone is anti-progesterone. It is anti-progesterone. So when is mifepristone, mifepristones are mifepristone and is used, it protect that it inhibit the progesterone secretion in the female. So inhibit the progesterone secretion. It suppress that formation of or preparation of endometrium for implantation. So it prevent the formation of endometrium. The implantation not takes place in the uterus. So if the fertilization or fertilized zygote was terminated very soon. So the mifepristone, mifepristone is available in our India. Okay, and one more thing. These kind of sometimes we want to avoid after coitus within 72 hours. After coitus within 72 hours. Within 72 hours, we are using intrauterine device. It also help to prevent the pregnancy. Intrauterine devices it prevent the pregnancy. Okay. After coitus, within 72 hours, we are using or we are fixing intrauterine devices in the uterus. It also help to prevent the pregnancy after unprotected sexual activities. So this is called emergency contraception. Okay, and ninth one, the last one is permanent contraception. Permanent or surgical. Last one is ninth one is permanent. Permanent contraception. Surgical method, also called as surgical method. Okay. So in this method, the permanent contraception method, in male and female, the passage of gamete was black. Yeah. Male or female, the passage was black. Okay. Block the passage of gametes. Gametes passage was blocked. So due to this blockage of gamete passage, the contraception was happened to avoid the contact of both male and as well female gamete, or sperm and ovum. In male, this kind of the contraception, it also called as sterilization procedure. Sterilization procedure. This process, the surgical contraception is also called as sterilization procedure because this sterilization procedure it is done by a small incision, so small operation. So it called as sterilization procedure. In male, the sterilization procedure is called vasectomy. Vasectomy. In female, the sterilization procedure is called tubectomy. Male is called vasectomy, female is called tubectomy. Okay, and first one is male vasectomy. And vasectomy, the vas deferens is the passage of vas deferens is the passage of male gamete sperm. So it was cut. Okay, the passage was cut and it was tied. The both end was tied. So to prevent the passage of sperm from outside, from the testis to outside. So the permanent birth control is attained by vasectomy in males. The vas deferens are cut. We know that the structure of female male reproductive system. Okay, This is a testis. From the testis, vas deferens. Okay. From the testis, seminal reproductive system. From the testis, vas deferens. Vas deferens carries sperm into ejaculatory duct. The vas deferens are cut. Okay, cut into and two separate, and the both ends are ligated or sealed. The both ends are ligated. This is called tubectomy. Sorry, vasectomy. The vas deferens one cut into and cut and as well as ligated in both ends. It is called vasectomy. Okay, and then after cutting, the duration, the gap must be 2 to 4 centimeter because to prevent reunion, the gap after cut, the both ends are displaced nearly the 2 to 4 centimeter gap between the two tubes. The gap must be maintained 2 to 4 centimeter because of to prevent the reunion. The vasectomy is a two type. One is conventional type, okay, scalpel procedure. Another one is non-scalpel. First one is scalpel procedure. Second one is it's a conventional method. Second one is non-scalpel. Okay, non-scalpel method. So non-scalpel method means, okay, first one is scalpel method. We have small incision. Okay, small incision in a scrotal sac. Scrotal sac is nearly 1 centimeter of small incision is made, and after that we get that vas deferens and it was cutted and ligated. And non-scalpel method, so not incision is happened, a small puncture is done in the scrotal sac, and through the puncture we get out with that vas deferens. Vas deferens are getting outside and it was cut, it was ligated, both ends are ligated through heat or clips. The ligation may be non-scalpel method through heat or clip. Ligated. So this is non-scalpel method. And this method, the vasectomy is irreversible. Yeah. So the reversible condition is very poor. Yeah. Sometimes we need to get pregnancy. These joints of vas deferens reunion and it continue that production of transport of sperm, but the reversible process is very poor in condition. Next, male tubectomy. So tubectomy means that fallopian tube, the both side of fallopian tube was cut and was ligated. It's called tubectomy in female. In order the female reproductive system. Yeah. In female reproductive system, this is fallopian tube. These fallopian tubes are cut, okay, and was tied. The fallopian tube was cut and tied into both ends. Okay, so this is fallopian tube. So this kind of process called tubectomy, the female permanent birth control method or permanent contraception, tubectomy in females. The fallopian tubes are cut and both sides are sealed or ligated to avoid the movement of ovum from fallopian tube to uterus. So when the passage was blocked, okay, the ovum cannot enter into uterus. So by the way, we can avoid the cause of pregnancy, the causing of pregnancy. pubectomy. In female, a small incision is made into the abdominal region. It gets the doing a pubectomy process or female sterilization process. The incision is made into the abdominal region of female. Okay, and it is also a reversible one. When you want to pregnancy, these cutted regions, the fallopian tube, it was joined together, and start moving up at ovum from ovary to fallopian tube. So it is also a reversible one. Female delivery also reversible one. So this is permanent contraceptive method. Okay, and next one is, even though many type of contraceptives are available, apart from natural contraceptive, even though many contraceptive methods are available, apart from the natural method, the rest of them all having side effects. Apart from natural method is without side effect. Apart from natural, the remaining all are unnatural. We discussed it before. The unnatural. After, without natural method, the remaining method we are discussed in this class, they are all unnatural. So the unnatural things are having small side effect. Smaller to big sum, depends upon the method. Smaller to higher side effect. So this side effect may be because headache, abdominal pain, irregular menstruation. Some of the birth control methods, the unnatural birth control methods, are also linked with breast cancer. Some of the unnatural birth control methods are linked with breast cancer. Okay, so these are all some of side effects. Some of them you are using the birth control methods, unnatural methods. It also linked with the psychological problem, the irritation, discomfort after using of unnatural birth control method. It causes psychological disturbance to the persons. Okay, these are all side effects. And finally, okay, a final one is intended abortion. The last birth control measure is intended abortion. So last one is intended abortion. So intended abortion, if sometimes the contraceptive measure may fail. May fail, and we miss the taking of pills, or unprotected sex are result of rape. Some the pregnancy will form. Sometimes as a result of rape or unprotected sex, or may fail the contraceptive measures. Okay, it leads to pregnancy. So we need to avoid to birth of the pregnancy, to continue the development and birth. So we terminate the development of the fetus is called intended abortion. Okay, abortion, and simply is called as abortion. To terminate before maturation. Mature the fetus. Okay, before mature or completion of the development, it was terminated from the uterus, is called abortion. When the fetus did not allow to develop continuously, it not allow to mature. Before maturation, it was terminated from the mother womb or uterus, is called abortion. Okay, so in our India, and abortion is nearly most of the cases happen. Per year, 50 million. Per year, 50 million abortions are happen in around the world. Nearly 50 million. Okay? And these abortions, some of the countries are not legalized. Some of the countries are not legalized the medical termination of abortion, MTP or termination of pregnancy. But in India, we have an act in 19 MTP in 1971, maternal termination of pregnancy. Medical termination of maternal medical termination of pregnancy in 1971. India is legalized to terminate the fetus before development, before maturation, because some of the peoples are going to terminate the baby in unprotected way, and it leads to the death of mother and fetus. So some of them, if the law is not present in that period before 1971, many female couples, they go with a unprotected way of abortion, unprotected way. So it leads to the death of mother. And couples are getting abortion in unprotected and non-reliable way. Non-reliable way, it leads to even death of mother. So India to produce an act. India produced an act, MTP, Medical Termination of Pregnancy in 1971, to legalize the termination of pregnancy. Okay. The termination of pregnancy mostly it happened in before 20 weeks of gestation. Before termination only happened before 20 weeks. Okay. So first trimester. Yeah. First 12 week it's safe for termination, both mother and mother health. After trimester it's little complex. Okay. After trimester, this is trimester. First trimester, after 12th week, the termination of baby, the abortion is little complex. Okay. It affects the mother health. So mostly the termination of the fetus before 20th week. It's only allowable or available condition in that termination, Medical Termination Act. Only before 20th week only we can terminate. After 20th week we cannot terminate. It affects the mother health. And even though before 20th week, the 12 week first 12 week was, okay, it was safe to mother health to terminate the baby. So it's an intended abortion. So these are all the birth control methods. Okay. Thank you, students.